Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Well, in this lesson, I have got you something very powerful. You know what's that? A technique which can actually help you improve your English fluency phenomenally and develop your English confidence. Okay. So this is what is the need of an hour, that we develop our confidence while speaking in English, okay? And we make sure that our fluency is up to date. Yeah. So now, how can we do that? So this is what we are going to uncover in this video with the help of this one powerful technique known as critical incident method. Can you see that? Okay. Now, what is that critical incident method? This technique involves narrating an event. Okay. So, narrating any past event, friends. Okay. It could be a happy event, it could be a sad event, any event which has been very close to your heart and which is very, strongly ingrained in your memory. And talk about that critical incident. Yeah, it can be a moment of success, moment of failure, moment of happiness, moment of sadness, moment of resentment. It could be any moment, it could be any incident, it could be any event. Okay. So the first thing that you have to do is recollect an event, recollect a critical incident which has been very close to your heart, which has opened your eyes to something, which has taught you some lesson, which has been like, a great inspirational moment, anything. Okay. So you recollect that event and start talking about that event. Now, how will you talk and to whom will you talk? If you find a partner to talk to, great. Okay. So, of course, talking should be in English. Okay. If not the partner, why don't you stand in front of the mirror and talk to yourself? Or why don't you take the help of your mobile phone and shoot yourself? Make a video out of your narration. Okay. So, whatever you're narrating, you can document that in the form of a video. Now, why am I telling you to use this critical incident method to talk in English? I'm telling you to use this critical method to narrate things in English so that, because it's your event, it's your incident. You have been, in that situation, in that incident. So you know that incident really inside out. Okay. So rather than giving you one topic to talk on English, which you may not be very well versed with, but this is certainly a situation you are completely well versed with. Yes or no? Right. So talk about that situation, narrate that situation. Now, when you're narrating about that situation, there are many emotions involved in it because it's your situation, it's your happiness. Okay, it is your sadness. So there might be many emotions involved in that situation. So talk about those emotions. Okay. Create sentences out of those emotions. Write the use adjectives while expressing those emotions. So, say for example, the incident that I'm narrating is, an incident which actually scared me. Okay. So, how will you say this? How will you put that in the emotions? You'll say, "Oh, I was really scared at that moment." Right? I was very scared at that moment. I was afraid. Okay, I was surrounded by fear and anxiety. Yeah. So just, these emotions itself, you can talk in different ways. Okay. So so if you capture this in one video, you can you on day one, on day two, you can repeat that incident and, improvise on the sentences that you have used in video one. So in video one, if you have used a sentence called, say, I was scared or I was afraid, in video two, add a new word to it. Okay, I was petrified. Yeah, say I was petrified. Right. So that's how you can improve your English fluency. That's how you can even uplift your English quotient. Okay. So narrate a past event, capture it in the video, or you can do a mirror talk. If you're capturing in your video, even better, because you have your progress right in front of you. So on day one, you talk about it. On day two, you talk about the same incident again with some up, with some rich vocabularies, with some improvised sentences. Okay. And when you do that, what happens? What happens? Firstly, you're not running out of content because the content is very fresh in your head. It's your situation, it's your content. Okay. So you have enough content to talk about. Then, second thing, you start thinking in English because now everything what you have to express, okay, in that of that's about that situation, of the emotions that were involved in that situation, everything that you have to express, in that given situation or about that situation, you are now, your brain is actually thinking in English. Okay, so that's how you make your brain a little active in English. Okay, in all my videos, I always advocate, I always tell you, start building your English brain, don't I? Okay, so this is exactly a step one to build your English brain. Okay, so you start thinking in English. Yeah. Try doing this. Okay. Do it in front of the mirror. Do it in the form of videos by capturing yourself. Try doing this. See what is the grammar structures that you're using while narrating that incident. Obviously, the grammar would be most of the things that you will narrate will be in past tense. Okay. And there might be some fundamentals of indirect speech, which will be involved if you're talking about someone. Okay, so you can talk about someone, you can talk about the feeling, you can give us the facts. If you're giving us the facts, try to make use of a simple present tense while giving the facts. Okay, if you're talking about someone who behaved in a certain manner in that situation, you can say it in the past tense, and you can also use an indirect speech, rules of indirect speech while doing it. Okay, so capture yourself, okay, and see how you can better your sentence structures. So on day one, you might make a lot of mistakes. On day two, you'll be a little okay. On day three, you'll even, be better than day one and day two. And do it for 4 to 5 days. Talk about the same topic. Try using different sentence structures, try using different vocabularies, okay, and capture yourself. You will see the progress right there happening in front of your eyes. You could see the sequence of that videos, and you can also see the difference in the confidence level while you're talking in English. Okay, so what are you waiting for? Try this method and let me know what was your experience in the comments. I would love to read it and I would love to help you further. Okay, friends. So that's about it in today's video. Let's connect soon in the next video with some powerful content and lessons that will definitely help you elevate your English quotient and develop confidence in English. Thank you so much and goodbye.